Hello engineers, welcome to Mechanical Training World channel. Today we are going to discuss fabrication tolerances, which is mentioned in the section 2F of TEMA standards. So let's begin the topic, guys. This is the figure I have taken from TEMA section 2F, which indicates fabrication tolerances in various locations of a heat exchanger. From this figure, TEMA is telling that no heat exchanger is perfect. In practical, there is some deviation which is unavoidable. But here, the problem is excessive deviation causes fit-up problems, gasket leakage, and nozzle misalignment. So TEMA recommends these tolerances to keep fabrication realistic without compromising mechanical integrity. Here you can see that this is a shell and tube heat exchanger with tolerances marked on overall length, nozzle locations, saddle locations, and vertical alignments. These are recommended tolerances. You can exceed them, but only with purchaser approval and justification. And no need to remember this tolerance. While creating the drawing, just take the TEMA PDF with you guys. Let's see next one. Allowable nozzle misalignment. This is the picture which explaining that allowable nozzle misalignment, which is represented by G for heat exchangers. Here, G equals maximum allowable offset of the nozzle center line relative to the shell center line. G value depends on your size of the nozzle. According to size, G value varies, and you can see in the table as well. Apart from G values, you can see other tolerances as well. These are local tolerances, while G is the global misalignment allowance. And next, these are the bundle tolerances for fixed tube sheet and floating tube sheet bundles. You no need to remember all these stuff. Just knowing these will help you to grow faster in your industrial career. If you've watched till here, I hope you enjoyed my video explanations. Now continue this journey with us by smashing that subscribe button. Give this video some hype points, and if you can't find that option, just hit the like button as hard as possible to help grow our community. Remember, this channel is built for you guys. Let's grow together. So let's see the standard confined joint construction. This is the front-end construction of the heat exchanger. Here, the tube side and shell side are connected together through flanges, tube sheet, gasket. These components work together to form a leak-tight pressure joint. Now let's observe this construction in a sectioned view. This view clearly shows how all the components fit together, critical dimensions, and tolerances as defined by TEMA standards. You can also see the exploded view, which helps identify individual parts such as partition plate, flange, gasket, tube sheet. Each component has a specific role in maintaining pressure integrity and alignment. For each and every critical dimension, the allowable tolerances are clearly specified in the TEMA tables. Always follow these industrial allowable tolerances strictly. Ignoring them may lead to gasket leakage, misalignment, manufacturing defects, and reduced equipment life. This is all about fabrication tolerances. Now let's see the process data sheet. The process data sheet is a critical input for heat exchanger design, which is provided by the process engineer after thermal design completion. It contains essential details such as heat exchanger size, type, and configuration, parallel or series. Other key information includes fluid properties, design pressures and temperatures, number of passes, corrosion allowance, nozzle sizes, tube details like thickness, length, material, and baffles, tube-to-tube sheet joint type, velocities, applicable code like Section 8 Division 1, gasket type, and tentative weight. These details guide mechanical designers to ensuring proper heat exchanger design. Finally, the very important point you need to know that about lifting device, which is mentioned in G7.2. We know that for lifting the components, a lifting lug is essential. If any part, like the channel or cover, exceeds 27.2 kg in weight, a lifting lug is necessary, guys. This is all about for this session. In next session, we will discuss about installation, operation, and maintenance of heat exchanger. Don't be hurry. Everything will be covered in this training series.